Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the first in my Fluency Fundamentals class, the first one. Actually, this is speaking skills, but I've changed it and I have two different kinds of classes. So in Fluency Fundamentals, we're going to work on vocabulary for different topics. So if you've been in the speaking skills classes, it's the same class, but now speaking skills is going to be in a different format. And for these classes, it's going to be vocabulary, like we've been doing before, lots of pictures, and we're going to end the class with a talk or a discussion where you get to use all of that vocabulary. So that's the plan, everyone. So before we begin, let me just say hello to the esteemed Dr. Shinyue. What would life be like without Dr. Shinyue? Welcome back. You know what I was listening to, Shinyue? You know what I was listening to yesterday? You won't believe it.
What?
Are you there? I was listening to Chinese 101, and I learned to say things like, what did I learn? 我是美国人 and 你是中国人吗? I learned to say that yesterday.
Hey, you speak Chinese very well.
And I was listening, and I kind of remembered some vocabulary from before, more or less. So we'll see how much I can pick up. It's a free class, but on Coursera. But the teacher has it's videos, but the teacher speaks very slowly. So we'll see if I can pick up a little bit of Chinese, and then you can tell me if I sound okay. All right. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. Let me just say hello to some new faces, first of all. Well, welcome back, Sabrina and Jose, of course. And Mr. Antonio.
Hello.
Oh, you've been here before. Antonio, how are you?
Hi,
Welcome
I'm
back.
fine. I'm fine, thanks. What about
Very
you?
good. I'm great. Now, let me see. Are you the Antonio in Australia, or are you the other Antonio? There's so many Antonios. I don't know which Antonio you are.
No, I'm Antonio from Spain, and I went to South Africa last year, but not Australia. Not yet.
But there's another Antonio from Spain who's in New Zealand or Australia. Okay, but it's not you.
Actually,
not
there are a lot of Antonios in
There
Spain.
There are.
It's the most common name in Spain, Antonio.
There's at least two. You and one other. There's at least two of you.
Fine.
Maybe three. And let's say hello to Mr. or Ms. Formacion. Oh, they left. I was trying to find out what the real name was, and they're already gone. Listen up, kids. This is what we're going to do today. Oh, this is such an important topic. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah, first of all, say that word. Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. It's not easy.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
There you go. It's
Bureaucracy.
spelled in French, but we say it in English. So if you're not sure, say it slowly. It's bureau. Bureau.
Bureau.
That's it. Bureau. Now, I guess I should clarify. If you say it quickly, it sounds like bureau. It sounds like an like father. So I should be a little bit careful. If you say it quickly, it's bureaucracy. Bureau. Yeah, more like that. So bureaucracy.
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 Good.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
And I want to point out one thing about the U. I've said this many times. I'll say it again. The U in English is always an EU. So it looks like the confusion is people will say boor, but it's not boor. It's bior. Bureau. Yeah.
Bureau.
That's it.
Bureaucracy.
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 Okay. Now, the first thing we need to do is define what a bureaucracy is. So what we're going to do is learn for a few minutes, apply what we learn, speak what we've applied, and reflect on the whole class at the very end. That's the plan. About 10 minutes for the first two, 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes. That's the plan. Let's give it a try. First of all, what is a bureaucracy? I want you to use some of those keywords to create a definition or to give an example. Use those keywords to create a definition or give an example. Who's feeling brave?
Peter, can I talk?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You go first, Chinue, and then we'll go around the room, see who else wants to add to that, okay? Go for it.
Bureaucracy is a administrative system operated by a number of officials.
Sounds good. I like the use of the word officials, too. Who are officials? I like the word, but what does it mean? Who are officials?
Officials.
Who are they? What do they do? What do they look like? What do they wear?
Official officials are people who are working in the government.
Working in the what?
Officials are people who are working in the government.
Ah, I thought you said in the garment. It's like the garment. The government.
Government.
Sure.
Government.
Got it. People working in the government. Yeah. Now, does it have to only be government? Officials are absolutely government employees. Absolutely. What do you think? What do you think, Raphael? Are there officials in other areas besides government? If so, can you think of an example? What do you think, Raphael?
I think we can find a lot of bureaucracy and people who works for government, for officials in different departments, in the ministries, in the subsecretaries, secretaries, department, justice department.
Okay, so you mean that there's different kinds of officials in different branches of the government. Is that what you mean?
Perfect.
Different kinds of officials in different branches. So a good word there would be, and W in the chat window means word, branches. That way you don't have to worry about whether it's departments or ministries or whatever. A general word is branches. Okay? All right. And my original question was, are officials only in the government? Or can we find officials outside of governments? That's what I'm just curious. What do you think, class?
We can find officials in the public services.
In the public services, okay. In the public service, we call those civil servants. Civil servants.
Civil servants.
Exactly.
Civil servants. Oh.
Exactly. So people in the public service. That's it. That's it. Okay. Very good.
Official John could be all the people that they are working for the administration.
Yeah, I think that an official could be a non-governmental person as long as they work for the administration. Yeah, I agree. I got another word. Well, I want to ask you. I'm not going to tell you. I want to ask you. Sabrina, what do you think a synonym for official could be? Think about the title of this class and tell me if you can transform the title, bureaucracy words, into a synonym for the word officials. People who are officials.
Sorry.
This one is for Sabrina.
No.
Bureaucration.
I couldn't hear you. Say again.
Bureaucration.
That is an excellent try, but it's not right. Almost. Upper out class. A person. Another way to say official. Transforming the word bureaucracy. Say that for us, Shinwei. You're absolutely right. Say it for us.
Bureaucrat.
Bureaucrat. Exactly. Say that for me, Sabrina.
Bureaucrat.
Bureaucrat.
That's
Bureaucrat.
That's it. Okay, not bad. Now, there's other things you could say about bureaucracy, because I've got other key words like rules, procedures, regulation, control. And we've said so far that bureaucracy refers to officials carrying out rules from the government or perhaps another organization. Okay? Does anyone want to add anything else? Either another definition or an example of bureaucracy?
Yes, I think that is the management or administration that they are marked by hierarchical authority among numerous offices, and this office they have fixed procedures.
Okay, a hierarchical structure, maybe?
Yes, hierarchical structure.
Okay, fantastic. All right, and think back later on. We'll come back to this page, maybe. Think about those 5 key words to help you talk about bureaucracy. Rules, procedures, regulation, control, officials, bureaucrats. Okay, think about those for later. Now, another aspect of bureaucracy is documents. Ooh, documents. And what I want you to do is just to match the keywords. The colored words are official documents, and the non-colored words with the little dots around them are actions. So you can try to match them up and create a sentence or a definition. So Antonio, pick one of those colored words and see if you can match it to one of the actions below to create a sentence. If you like, I can give you an example.
Okay, to issue a visa.
To issue a visa. Who or what issues a visa?
Is when the government gives you your visa, for example. To issue is a synonym of to give.
Exactly. So what specific branch of the government issues a visa? What do we call that?
I don't know. I think the Exterior Ministry. I don't know exactly.
Let's translate Exterior Ministry into English. We're going to call it, before I tell you, does anyone know? What do we call the place that issues a visa? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone? Going once? Going twice?
Immigration.
Immigration is right. Immigration. Now, probably we'll say the immigration department, if it's an American system, or in the UK, I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. You probably know better than I do. I'm blanking. I used to know, but I can't think right now. It'll come back to me. I don't know. But immigration is the general way to say it. Excellent. Sabrina, that was you. So I want you to pick a colored word and make a sentence by linking it to an action below, if you can.
Passport. To renew.
Renew? What?
Passport.
Passport. Got it. How often do we renew passports? How often do you
Depends
have to
of
renew?
your country.
Depends on your country.
On your country. Yes.
How often do you have to renew your passport?
In Brazil, we used to 5 years, but now it's 10 years.
Okay, good, good. Take a look at this. Look how we express that. Every 5 years. We used to do it every 5 years. Every 5. That's like saying cinco em cinco, every 5 years.
Okay.
But now we do it every 10 years. Okay, there you go. So it changed. The laws changed. So that's the game we're going to play on this slide. Try to create a sentence by matching. Okay? Mr. Raphael, we talked a little bit about passports just now, and we talked a little bit about visas. I want you to try to create a sentence by linking a colored document to a verb at the bottom of the page. See if you can create a sentence for us.
I need to renew my driver license before next Monday.
Excellent. You need to renew your driving license. Now, notice in American English we'll say driver's license, and in British English it's driving license. Just so you know, it's the same thing. License. Oh my God, I can't spell. 1 second. I want to just show you W for word. Driver's license is US English. On the screen I have it in UK English. How often do you have to renew your license? Raphael, how often do you have to renew a driver's license?
I need to renew my driver's license every 5 years.
Is that true? Really? In Spain?
I don't know. I'm getting older and I need to renew often than more people, but I don't know how much.
I think that depend on the age.
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah.
So the older you get, the more often you have to renew? Is that right? Yeah?
Yes.
Oh my God. Raphael, how old are you? I thought you were younger than me.
I look like you. I look like you, but I'm older than you.
You're what? You're what? 25?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Good. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. In America, I think, as far as I know, you don't ever renew your driver's license. As far as I remember, I can't ever remember seeing a case where you have to renew it, and you should have to renew it because there's a time when, you know, your eyesight changes. You might not even realize it. It's not a bad idea. Mr. Jose, one more. We've done passport, we've done visa, we've done driving license. Pick another. Challenge yourself.
Identity card.
Fantastic. What can you associate?
I have to renew my identity card every 10 years.
Everyone's using renew. Come on, use something else. Use a different verb. Create a different situation. What about well, what about to run out? You could use that easily, Jose. With that sentence, you could.
I have to run.
Not I. It. It. You got to talk about the identity card first because you don't run out, but the identity card runs out.
Okay. My identity card ran out the next year.
Run out or will run out?
Will run out because it's the next year. Okay.
That's it.
Future.
That's it. Yeah. It'll run out next year.
Yes.
Okay. Antonio, diploma. Use diploma in a sentence. Choose a verb below or choose a verb of your own choosing. Run out, by the way, means expire, Sabrina. Run out is just the same as say it's going to expire next year.
They decided to check my diploma in order to check if it is true. or
To validate it.
yes.
Yeah, to see if it's authentic. Okay, who might check your diploma?
I don't know. For example, a company that wants to give me an employee.
Wants to employ me.
Yes.
Not give me an employee. Give me a job or employ me.
Okay, employ me then.
Yeah, that's it. They might check your diploma. And that actually does happen. Maybe not the diploma. They might check that you were really enrolled in school. They might check your degree. The diploma is the physical document. But yeah, that's the same. That's one way to say it. Absolutely. Mr. Shiniwei, challenge yourself with criminal background check. See if you can create a sentence for that one. First, make sure you understand what I mean by criminal background check.
Criminal background check. To ask to provide criminal background check.
Who would ask to provide that, do you think? Who might ask?
Police.
Exactly, yeah. The police, they might not ask to provide it. They may be asked to provide it for you. The police have your records. So you might go to the police and ask them to provide a criminal background check for you because you need to present it to something or someone else. So I would use it like that. The police may be asked to provide a criminal background check. Guess what? If you don't have a criminal background, you still get a criminal background check. It's just that it'll come up negative. There's no criminal background, but you still have to get it done. By the way, do you know how long it takes to get a criminal background check in the United States? Anyone want to guess?
No.
I think it will take 1 week.
1 week? No.
1 week?
No.
1 month? 1 year?
In Spain, it takes a short time.
In Spain?
Yes.
Yeah. Rafael, how long do you think it would take for me to get my criminal background check from the federal government so that I can become a Portuguese citizen? How long do you think it will take me? What's your guess? I want to see if Rafael's awake. What happened? Uh-oh, everyone's dropping out. Can everyone hear me? Hello, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
okay.
sure.
Rafael, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Rafael, how long do you think it'll take me to get a criminal background check in the States?
Perhaps less than a week.
Less than a week.
Also, for sure, less than in Portugal or here in my country. That as we are talking about this issue in different ways, in different classes, there are a lot of bureaucracy.
Good pronunciation. Bureaucracy, yeah. There's a lot of bureaucracy. In Portugal, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You need different papers, a lot of paper for only do a little thing. I think in United States would be less than 1 week or perhaps.
Sabrina, how long do you think it'll take me? Less than 1 week? Do you agree with Rafael? Want to make a guess?
I agree, less than 1 week.
Yeah?
Because here is possible less than 1 week, so...
Yeah. You want to know the truth? I applied in 2000... I applied in May of 2014. I applied in May of 2014. It is now May of 2015, and I still don't have my criminal background check. You know why?
Because you are
criminal check.
Because it takes 16 weeks for them to process your fingerprints. So you have to get your fingerprints. You send it. It takes them 16 weeks just to process it. Not even to give you a yes or no. Just to receive your letter with your fingerprints inside. And then it takes a couple of weeks for them to actually run the fingerprints through the system, because you have to do it with fingerprints. And then they reject it because no one's fingerprints are perfect. It's really complicated. If you pay a lot of money, and it's a lot of money.
You have to pay a lot
If you pay a lot of money,
of money, no? For the bureaucracy.
You get it in 2 weeks if you pay like $100 or something like that, and you have to
$100.
pay a private company to do it.
It's expensive.
And if you do it the normal way, it's like I don't know, it's 18 plus something else. It's like less than 50 the normal way, but it takes forever. It's unbelievable. So
John,
Portugal, yeah.
sorry. Don't you have some kind of document with your fingerprint before this?
No, we don't.
Why?
Because it's a cultural problem. Everyone is scared to death that the government is watching them and controlling them. So
This document is necessary, John.
but we have no documents, no national documents.
But it's necessary.
We don't have them in the United States. Everyone is against it, so no one has it.
Okay.
That means that you have to have either a credit card or a driving license or some kind of bills. So you have to always bring 2 forms. It's really complicated. If you want anything, you have to bring lots of identification because we don't have an identity card, and there's no fingerprints anywhere, unless you get arrested. Then you get fingerprints. So there you go. Talk about bureaucracy. Portugal's better than the States in some ways, at least with criminal background checks. I want you to try to identify the situation in the picture and tell me what word you would associate with that particular situation. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different situations on the left, and I've got 5 different kinds of forms on the right. Mr. Shinue, pick a picture, tell me what you think it represents, and tell me what form you might associate with it. What do you think?
On the upper right.
Okay.
On the upper left. On the upper left, 2 people are talking about something.
That's true.
I think maybe one of person has got an offer. Maybe the maybe the employer on the right will ask him to fill in the application form.
Fantastic. Now, is it fill in, fill out, or fulfill? Just to be clear.
Fill in.
Fill in.
Mm.
Can you say fill out an application form? Is it possible?
Fill out?
Yeah. Can you say to fill out as well? Or is it only fill in?
Fill out.
But I'm asking, is it possible to say fill out, or is it only possible to say fill in an application form?
I think both of them are okay.
They are, exactly. Both are acceptable. But fulfill is not. You cannot fulfill an application form, but you can fill out. By the way, I should have separated fill out into 2 words. So that's actually a mistake. So I put those together because they can be confusing. Okay, but that's it. Excellent job.
Our teacher, I find a mistake you has done.
Just one mistake? I make mistakes all the time.
Fill in. You need to delete the hyphen between fill and in.
I like the hyphen. I like it. Let me see if I can delete it. Hold on a second. Let's see if it lets me. If it lets me, I'll do it. Oh, it's too slow. No, it's going to take forever. I'll have to do it later. I need to separate the fill out, and I need to get rid of the hyphen, which I will do because you've told me. I will do it.
Yes. I like to correct your mistakes.
And I do whatever you tell me. But we're not done yet. Sabrina, he did job on the upper left. Pick another picture. Tell me what it represents and what form you might associate with it. What do you think, Sabrina? What do you think, Sabrina? Are you there?
Yes.
So we got 4 left. 2 in the middle, which are actually separate ideas. 1 on the top, which we haven't done, and 1 on the bottom.
Yes, but your diploma.
Okay, so at the bottom, what do you see at the bottom? Do you know what that thing is called?
I don't know really. I don't know in Portuguese, so.
It's called a graduation cap. Graduation cap. Because when you graduate, by the way, the W in the chat window means new word. When you graduate, we say you wear a cap and gown. You wear the cap and gown. Okay, so that's your graduation cap. Now, what form might you associate with going to school? What do you have to fill out to go to school?
I believe it's a registration form.
Okay, yeah. But there's a better word on that list than registration, because registration is very general.
The enrollment form, no, John?
Enrollment. Exactly. Enrollment. So in Portuguese, how would you say enrollment, Sabrina? What do you think?
In Spain, matricular.
Matricular. So in Portuguese, it's the same word, right?
Yes, it's the same.
Okay. So it's how do you say form in Portuguese? I forgot. It's ficha, isn't it?
It's formulário.
Formulário.
Yes.
Okay. Formulário. Formulário de matriculação, I guess. Enrollment form, something like that.
It is the first step.
The first step is they have to know that you exist, so you got to fill in your enrollment form.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so we've done job at the top left. We've done school at the bottom. What do you think, Mr. Raphael? You've got 3 more images. Pick one. You got to tell me what you think it represents and what form we would associate with it. Okay?
Then about the flight, the plane, this hand signing, trying to signing or filling in or filling out.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with the plane, Raphael.
Or signing.
Let's go with the plane because you mentioned that one first. Let's go with the plane because you mentioned that one first, right? Which of those forms might you have to fill out when you're on a plane, particularly when you're crossing from one country to another? What do you think?
I think a registration form could be the best one when you are arriving to another country different to you.
Are you 100% sure it's the best choice?
Oh, landing card.
Landing card.
Landing card.
That's what we call it. And what purpose is the landing card? What's it for?
to be sure that you have landing in this area, because right now there are a lot of planes that nobody knows where they go. They disappear in the air, and for this reason we need a landing form. It's a
Could
kind
be.
of new bureaucracy.
I think you don't see the landing cards like you used to because the borders are open in Europe. But when I first came, when I was a tourist, I remember having to fill out a landing card because I had to like give an official document that I had arrived. So they wanted a record that a non-European arrived in Europe. So I had to fill out a landing card. That's the last time I remember doing it when I was a tourist. But I guess if you're flying in most places, you don't have to fill it out nowadays. But unless you go really from one continent to another, okay. But they still exist, landing cards. And Jose, oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead, Rafael.
The
Question?
okay.
No, I think you need to fill out the landing card every time you go to another continent, as you say, or a different country that don't have any kind of agreement
Don't or
about
doesn't?
arbitration.
Don't have or doesn't have?
Doesn't have
Doesn't have, right.
any agreement.
Exactly. So if you're going to like a non-EU country and you're in the EU, you might have to fill one out or something like that. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, one last one, Jose. You've got
Yes.
two images left in the center.
The hand.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that this hand is signing a document or filling a formulary.
Right. Filling in a form or
Filling
signing.
in a form or signing a document.
Okay. Now, what's the difference between to sign a document and to assign something? Are they the same or different?
The difference between to sign and to assign.
Are they the same or are they different?
The same?
They're different.
Different.
Here's the difference.
To assign.
What do you do when you sign? You put what?
When you sign, you put your initial.
No, when you initial, you put your initials.
Huh?
So all of those are similar words, the green ones, but they get mixed up easily. When you initial,
sign is when you put your initial, you are signing, no?
No. When you initial, you put your initials. So, for example, if you initial something, you're going to write a big J for Jose. That's your initial.
Okay.
And what do you do every day with your students? You give them what? Trabajo para casa.
Homework.
Yeah, another way to say give is to
sign?
Assign.
Okay, asignar, okay.
Assign.
I assign the homework to the students.
Exactly.
Okay.
You sign your name, you initial with the letters, but assign means to give something, usually a task. They get confused easily. All right, very good. Now let's do a little bit of practice with this. Okay. Here are official things you'd see on a document. I'll ask the question, you tell me the missing word, or I'll tell you the official thing and you ask the question, okay? Date of blank. If the question is, hey, where were you born, Mr. Shinue? I'm asking for the date of...
When were you born? Date of Date of
Date
birthday.
of...
Date of birthday.
Not birthday, just birth.
Birth.
Date of birth.
Birth.
Birth. Date of birth. Birth.
Birth. Birth. Birth. You should put your tongue between your upper teeth and the lower teeth.
That's it. Yep. Birth. That's it.
Birth.
Good.
Birth. Oh, it's tricky.
It is tricky. It is. But it sounded good. Sabrina, country of origin. What question might an official ask?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Yeah, where are you from? Good. Raphael, are you single or married? What will the form, what is the official term on the form? Marital what? Do you know?
Are you single or married? Marital state.
Almost. Very close. Not state. You're close.
Marital.
Not state. Almost.
I don't know.
Class, help him out. Marital
Status.
Marital status.
Who is that woman you always have with you, Shinue? Marital status. Marital status. You can say status or status. It doesn't matter which way you say it. Okay, so not state, status. Jose, date of arrival? What's the question?
When do you arrive, or when did you arrive?
When did you arrive? Okay,
yes.
Very good, very good. Sabrina, date of blank. The question is, when are you leaving? Date of, what do you think?
Arrived.
Imagine you're talking about your airline tickets. And they ask you, when are you leaving? We need to know the date of...
Check out? No.
Not check out, almost. You got the right idea. It's an airline word, but it's not checkout.
Yes.
What do you call it when the plane leaves the airport? Chegadas e partidas. What's another way to say?
Yes.
What's another way to say partidas? Departure, right.
Departure.
Date of departure. Date of departure. Very good. So now we've covered vocabulary for what a bureaucracy is, what documents you use, what forms you fill out, what formal language you need, like we just did, and we've got all the vocabulary we need. Tell me 2 words which can match with these nouns. Card. Shout it out, class. What kind of card? Give me at least 2. Card. What kind of card?
Credit card?
That's not a
Identity.
Identity card, yeah.
Identity card?
Yeah, identity card sounds great. What else? Identity card is definitely one. What else? Anything else? Oh, come on, Raphael. Don't you remember the one you said earlier?
Visa card.
No. The one you said earlier.
Marital card.
No. The other one you said.
Boarding card.
Yeah, boarding card if you're getting on. And Raphael, what's the one when you're getting off the plane?
Landing card.
Landing card, that's it. Boarding card can also be called boarding pass, by the way. So when you enter, the boarding pass, boarding card, and when you leave, landing card. Certificate. Give me 1 or 2 for certificate. What kind of certificate? Anyone remember?
Born certificate?
Not born, birth.
Birth certificate, okay.
Birth certificate is one.
Birth certificate.
Anyone else? I can think of another one.
When you are feeding gloomies, when you are death certificate.
When you're dead. Your death certificate is absolutely another certificate.
Exam certificate.
Exam certificate. You can get a you can get a certificate. You can get a certificate when you take a course. Yeah, you can. You can have a certificate course, like on Coursera. They have certificates. So yeah, it could work. Exam certificate. Sure.
Is marital certificate?
Right.
correct?
Marriage certificate.
Marriage, okay.
So we've got birth, marriage, and exam certificate. All of those will work. And maybe a few others. What kind of license?
Driver,
Driving license.
Driving license or driver's license in the U.S. What else? In the UK, there's a special license if you want to be entertained.
Hunting license?
Well, that's true. Yeah, there's a hunting license.
It's possible, no?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm thinking of something more mundane. Every night when you're done working, you sit down with your beer.
TV license?
There's a TV license in the UK. You have to pay a special license.
You have to pay to watch the TV.
Not to watch, but to own a television, I think. To own it and to watch. You have to pay a license.
Okay.
Only in the UK. Yeah, only in the UK.
You have to pay a license.
Yep.
A license if you want to watch the TV.
Yeah, and if you want to own one.
Yeah.
So that means they can come to your house and they can say, "Let me see your license, please. You are not authorized to watch television. Give it back." And then you take your television. So make sure you have your TV license. By the way, I'm not kidding. That actually is true. You have to pay your TV license.
How? Why?
And you have to pass the TV test.
Come on.
You have to pass the TV test. Do you know how to change the channel? Huh? You gotta get there with the TV instructor. You gotta change the channel. Use the remote. If you don't pass the test, no television. Okay? It's very important.
But this is a common habit.
I'm not actually kidding. There really is a TV license in the UK. I'm not making it up.
But for every people, for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone.
Because here in Spain you need to pay, if you have a pub or a bar, you need to pay a taxes for people who could see the television in your shop or in your bar. But
yeah. But this is for a private home.
Oh my gosh.
A private home, and it's the only place on the planet I think you have to do this. But it's true. I don't know for sure, but I think it's the only country where they require it. Give me a word for form. Remember, it's not formulario, but form in English. What kind of forms did we talk about? Remember school?
Apply form.
Application form.
Application.
Right? What about for school?
Enrollment.
Enrollment, right? Very good. And in general, when you want to sign up for something, maybe not for school, but for something else, like you want to be on... Say again?
Registration form.
Registration. When you want to go on the Mars One program to be the first human going to Mars and never coming back, you have to fill out a registration form. And you will be chosen. Because Mars One is not really going to Mars, apparently. So I think anyone can be chosen. But the word is registration form. Now, I'm going to jump ahead here. I've got some other exercises which you can do on your own if you like, and you can check your answers on the last page. So on slide 8, and on slide 9, and on slide 10. Okay? But I'm going to jump ahead to our speaking activity. Student A, I'm going to call on one of you. You are doing an interview for a major newspaper. Student B, you are waiting in line at a bureaucracy of some kind. Everyone, think about a bureaucracy you have had to deal with. Student A, you will find out what problems these people are dealing with by interviewing them. How do they feel about the bureaucracy in their country? Afterwards, it says, now pitch your story to the editors. So you're going to do a little interview, and then you can report back and pitch your story. For example, let's say I'm the interviewer, and I see Mr. Jose waiting in line. And I say, Mr. Jose, I'm doing a little expose for the New York Times on bureaucracy in Spain. And tell me, what are you waiting in line for right now?
If you want to obtain a document, you have to spend a lot of time in the queue because there aren't so much people working in the administration.
There aren't
Now,
so many people.
many people working in the
Ah.
administration.
Oh, so let me get these details down from my report. So what you're saying is that the um, what's the word we used earlier? Civil servants, was it? That there aren't enough civil servants, right? There aren't enough civil servants, and therefore you've got huge queues when you need to get documents.
Okay.
Ah, okay, excellent. Jose, you have just got a job as a reporter for El Mundo, and you are going to interview Mr. Shinyue about his bureaucracy. Find out the facts about why is he waiting in line.
Shinue, tell me about the bureaucracy in your country.
The bureaucracy in my country is very tough.
Ooh.
Is it easy to obtain a document? Or?
Do you have to wait to obtain documents?
Can you repeat your question?
Is it easy to obtain a document in your country?
Is it easy to?
Is it easy?
Good. To obtain, to get. Is it easy to get documents? Is it easy to obtain documents in China?
It's very difficult to get the document.
Uh-oh.
What is the problem about?
You have to go to the different branches
Of the government.
You should go to the different branches in the government.
Does it take a long time, no, Chinue?
Yes, it will take people. It will take people a lot of time and energy.
It takes people a lot of time. Not it will take. It takes people a lot of time. You got to use the present because it's always happening, not the future.
It takes people to invest more money and energy to do this.
Okay.
My goodness. Shinyue, you've just been awarded the position of, I don't know what the position is. You've just been given a job as a reporter for China Daily. You need to interview two people from two different countries about the bureaucracy they face. You happen to see in your focus group Ms. Sabrina from Brazil and Mr. Rafael from Spain. Can you get the scoop for your newspaper and find out what kind of bureaucracies they face? You've got to be a reporter now. You've got to report in both of them.
After this interview, you will get a position in my company. Can you describe the bureaucracy in your country?
It's an unusual job interview, but okay, sure. Go for it, Rafael.
Yes, there are a lot of red tape in my country. We need to. They are trying. Our government are trying to decrease the bureaucracy that we need to do different things here. But there are a lot of people who works for the government and for the state, official workers, and they need to have enough money every month. And for this reason, I think there are not any decrease of the red tape here in my country. You need a lot of form filling in, a lot of documents, a lot of forms to do any step that you want. If you want to make a startup, you need to fill out. You need to fill out a lot of forms, and at the end you get tired from
and
so
you give
much.
up.
Yeah.
And you give up. The same thing happens here. If you want to create a startup, they make it so incredibly difficult for you that you just give up. It's so much bureaucracy, and you have to create a company, and you have to have 5,000 euros, and it doesn't really make sense. And you have to go from office to office to office to office and have everything stamped. So I sympathize. By the way, Raphael, just a quick word. Look in the chat window. Government, 3 syllables, not 4. Not government. Not government with 4, but government. Government. 3 syllables. One more time.
Government.
That's it.
Government. Government.
That was it. That was it.
Or 2.
3. 3.
Government.
That's it. And not to do a step, but to take a step. To take a step.
Teacher, we are running out of time. I have the last question.
Go for it.
In this class, we only understand 95%, but I have 5% I don't understand. Is it okay for this class?
Well, 95% is pretty good. What's the 5% that you don't understand? And I'll help you. What is it?
I'm not sure some culture and some sentence structure.
Well, why don't you do this? First, you can always send me a message in the message window if you've got a specific question. Second, you could always do a writing, a little text, where I can see how you're using the words and I'll correct it. Or you can just ask me now and I'll help you. What specific I've got a minute or two. What specific questions do you have? What can I help you with? Is there something specific that you remember?
I have the bad memory. I forget. Maybe.
So send me a message.
Yes. Maybe in the next class, I will focus on this problem.
Or send me a message, and I'll help you in between classes. When you remember it, send me your question.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that as well.
Right. You are very patient. I like you.
And this is how we say goodbye in Chinese. We say
bye bye.
No, in Chinese.
再见。
再见。
再见。再见。
再见。再见. That's my goodbye.
It means see you later.
See you later. 再见.
再见.
It's not bad. I'm working on it.
Your Chinese is very excellent.
Excellent. Good. My 3 words in Chinese. Bye for now, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.
See you next time.